Yes, he's live, bringing us up to speed with what is happening, the government projects being, being traversed to see how good they are actually forthcoming. This is Morning at NTV. Generative artificial intelligence is the biggest conversation that I would like to entice you with on this beautiful Wednesday. 75% of the entire workforce in the whole world is using generative AI in their professional or personal tasks. What are the issues, ethical values that may come about from that? We are going to be breaking that up. How can we use AI in our education? How can you use AI in our health system? You do know automation and so forth. How can we use AI in our judicial system, reducing case backlog, case management and so forth, transcribing within the courts and so forth? AI has been very transformative, but then there are issues to do with ethics and values. AI is not like a calculator that you're going to put in 2 plus 2 and then it's going to say 4. No, what you train it on, it's what it will give you. So meaning if you're going to use AI to recruit people and you trained that AI using male CVs, if a female is to put in her CV, it's going to first prioritize Romeo Busiku, the male. So what you train artificial intelligence on, it's what it takes as the truth. And that's where we may have trouble, because it does not follow instruction, it creates instruction. I do have an expert here with me, Samuel Abinsinguza. He is a technologist and would like to talk about how we can leverage the power of generative artificial intelligence using large language models like the ChatGPT, Gemini, the Google Copilot. What else? Let's find out from the expert. A very good morning, my dear brother. How have you been doing?
Pleasure to be here. I've been doing wonderful.
You've been away from Uganda, you came back, you've seen all these good practices elsewhere within the world when it comes to generative AI.
Right.
But when you look at how things are being done in Uganda, what are we doing wrong when it comes to generative artificial intelligence?
My observation today, Romeo, is that there's infrastructure required to leverage the power of AI. That infrastructure includes the workforce upskilling, our innovators, our students being able to leverage technology to build tools that can be applied both in healthcare, judicial systems, as well as in building products. But there's also power need. AI leverages a lot of power. We need a lot of electricity to handle the requests of hosted AI models. And then there is also the data. As you said, AI leverages data, trains on data to customize the output. So how can we leverage Ugandan data, both public and private, to build intelligent models that understand the local context of Ugandans and can serve Ugandans in the way that is interesting, including voice? How can we train AI models that understand our local language and can be used in medical services, where you go to the doctor and you're interacting with the AI model in your local language? It synthesizes your...
It removes language barrier.
It removes language barrier. It collects that intelligence, gives it to the doctor, and speeds up the way service delivery is handled. Fascinating, I think.
Fascinating indeed, but would like to talk about how we can leverage this artificial intelligence to ensure that it helps our youth buckle out of this unemployment that is burgeoning at very, very fast levels. How can we leverage it to beat unemployment and also go to the other cusp of self-employment for our people? So
I think that we're at a critical time in history. In history, we've had different revolutions that have impacted the way that we do work. One would argue that in 1750, when the horse was the means of transportation, and we saw how the steam engine revolutionized access and speed and created a boost in industry. We saw how electricity gave us power to keep going to generate. We saw how internet connected us globally, connected economies. Now AI gives us thinking machines. And in Uganda, how could we leverage that? Specifically with employment, I think that we need to train our workforce in leveraging AI to build more powerful products. So websites, small businesses can create online services, deliver services much easier, much faster with the help of artificial intelligence. We can leverage AI in our education system to have a speed speed learning process where learning is customized to
virtual teachers and everything.
Virtual teachers.
Will that reduce the workload on the teachers?
It will. It will. But it is a tightrope when it comes to employment and AI, because as advanced as we become, as AI becomes more and more powerful, it continues to replace some of our workforce.
Yes, we'd like to know more about that. How dire is that situation? Now, especially if you talk about in the health sector, if you're going to automate the customer care, that means the customer care service representative is not going to have a job. And if you are in these factories, these jobs that that required someone to carry heavy loads, I mean, now you have automation, meaning low-skilled workers are going to be losing jobs. Hence increasing the stark inequalities that we've been dealing with over the so many years. AI, let's talk about the downside.
From what we are seeing from intelligence platforms, we are seeing that, for example, my background is in software engineering. I did a bachelor's at Makerere University. And I thought I was going to be one of the builders of powerful systems. As we speak today, from ChatGPT to Claude to other platforms, these systems are becoming powerful enough to write entire websites in a matter of minutes. It would have taken me a month to build a website. It can do it in 3 minutes. So even for specialized professionals, it is already impacting us.
So it will help you concentrate on what you can cognitively execute, and you leave these other menial tasks to AI.
Exactly. So you can automate, you can build products much faster. And there is an opportunity here. I think that the biggest opportunity I observe is e-commerce. My observation from interacting with different markets across the world is that e-commerce is a service that actually gives us access to the global market that we are not just limited to the Uganda supply. With e-commerce, leveraging AI, we can build products locally here in Uganda and tap into external markets across the globe. Like
Jumia is doing.
Jumia is doing, to build a stronger economy here, to give our youth more opportunity through equipping them with skills to do e-commerce.
So this is the biggest problem here. AI gets to monitor what Romeo Busiku prefers in life, preferential, this and that. If I click on football, if I click on music, that's what it's going to tailor for me. What is the danger of that? Don't you think that is going to kill the rich diversity of information? If AI is just going to particularly give me what it thinks I'm interested in, won't that kill the rich diversity of information gathering?
Absolutely. So This is the concept. For someone who's watching, maybe who doesn't know, there is something called machine learning, to where the more you interact with the algorithm, for example, on social media, what you like, what you comment on, what you thumbs up on, it becomes a signal for the AI model to understand that this is what you like, and it will give you more of that. And it creates like an information bubble. In one way, it serves you to your interests. You learn more of what you like to learn more about. But in another way, it puts you in a corner where you're limited to the only information you're interested in, and without breaking out to new topics.
Okay, AI and data protection, that is a conversation as well. How do we leverage AI by also protecting data privacy for our people, before I let you go?
The best way to protect data is through policy. Is to having a data protection policy that leverages, understands, so we can put a requirement to technology companies to use data in a way that is respectful of our citizens, to make sure that identifiable information is not fed into models that can be released and cause harm to our citizens.
Samuel Abinsinguza, a technologist, thank you so much. Of course, you do have capitalist organizations that are buying this information from Romeo Busiku and other people and using it. They may know that Romeo Busiku is willing to pay $5,000 for that product, and they will hike it to that level by simply buying my data. So indeed, data protection is important to protect us from AI and exploitation. Let me revert your attention to that is Stephen Mbide, who is on standby to talk to